Good afternoon, everyone. We'll start shortly. In between, few people can join. Till you can check whatever we have studied yesterday. That is the particular integral. The particular integral is needed to solve the equation of the type phi dy is equal to f of x, where the particular integral is defined as 1 upon phi of d into f of x. So to find the particular integral, there are broadly two methods, shortcut method and general method. So in shortcut method, there are 7 cases. Case first is if your function is e raised to ax. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is it visible also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then the case is 1 upon whatever is that phi d, you have to write here phi d function of d into your right hand side function. If it is e raised to ax, then that d you have to replace by a. While doing this, your phi of a, this term should not be 0, and if it is equal to 0, then you have to multiply by x and you have to take derivative in the denominator into e raised to x as it is. Again, that denominator should not be 0, and if it is 0, one more x, one more derivative, right? If again 0, one more x, one more derivative. Okay, then we'll move to have you solved yesterday's homework exercise?
Yes, ma'am.
No doubt in that? Solvable?
Second, make the solve correctly.
Okay, we'll solve it then.
D cube plus.
Okay, we'll solve it. For first, there is no problem, I think, right? So we'll solve second.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, solve second. So d cube plus 1 y is 5 e raised to minus x, where the general solution is y is equal to yc plus yp. So to find yc, you have to consider the auxiliary equation and you have to find out the roots. So cubic equation we can easily find on calculator. So mode equation 3, a is 1, b is 0, c is 0 and d is 1. Okay, so x1 is minus 1, no ri, so minus 1. Then next x2 is 0.5, okay, 0.5, but there is ri, so we'll write shift and equal, so its imaginary part is plus 0.86 I. This is x2, and x3 is again 0.5, it has ri, so shift equal minus 0.86 I. So this is plus minus. These are the roots. Therefore, one is real and other is imaginary. Therefore, yc is c1 e raised to minus 1x plus e raised to 0.5x into c1 used. So next c2 cos 0.86x plus c3 sin 0.86x. This is yc. Now yp is defined as 1 upon phi d. Phi d is d cube plus 1 into phi u e raised to minus x. That phi u is constant, can be taken outside. So phi u 1 upon d cube plus 1 e raised to minus x. And next the case says put minus 1 in place of d. So we get phi u 1 upon minus 1 cube. Minus 1 cube, that is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 e raised to minus x. But that is equal to 0. And which is nothing but case of failure here. So if it is failure, what we do here? Phi as it is. Then we have to multiply by x and we have to take derivative of the denominator. So derivative is 3d square. And derivative of 1 is 0. So it is 3d square into e raised to minus x. Okay. Now here is 1 upon d square. I think yesterday I told you this. Here, as d is derivative, so 1 upon d, if simple d square, d cube are there, we have to consider them as integration. If d plus 2, d plus 3, d plus 5, d minus something, then we cannot directly solve. But if simple d in the denominator, then 1 upon d is integration. If it is d square, then it is double integration. Similarly, here it is simply that x and 3, x is the term we have taken. One more thing I should tell you here. As x is our choice, we have added x here. As our choice is added, so you have not to consider this in this equation. X will be outside as it is. So you need not take that x with the function. Let the x outside. So what is this? 5x by 3 into 1 upon d square e raised to minus x. That is what I'll write as it is again. 5x by 3 and 1 upon d square means double integration of e raised to minus x. Right? Dx. One more dx. Okay. Double integration. So what is that? 5x by 3. First integration, I'll write here first. Okay. Minus e raised to minus x. This is first integration.
minus 6.
And one more e raised to minus x, and one more minus 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 plus. So this is your yp, 5x e raised to minus x upon 3. And therefore the general solution is c1 e raised to minus x. Getting? Plus 5x by 3 e raised to minus x. Okay, then we'll move towards the today's topic. As we have seen yesterday, methods to find particular integral, there are two methods broadly, shortcut and general methods. So shortcut method, for shortcut method there are 7 cases I told you. So case 1 is, in that is if your function is e raised to, that is just now we have solved the example of e raised to x, right? In that there are some sub cases, like some function, like if your f of x is, if your f of x is k, where k is any constant, okay, so its yp is defined as, this is everything we do here is only for yp, okay, shortcut methods are for yp. So yp is 1 upon phi d into f of x, that is 1 upon phi d into k, as our f of x is k, means if it is simply a constant term like 2 3 4, right? Then how do we solve this, as we do not have a case for constant? So can anyone tell me how to solve this by using this case, ease case? We know constants. As here is a constant 5. 5 we can take out and we apply here the case of e, right? But if it is only 5 here, so how to solve? 5 as again constant, we'll take it out. Then next, how to solve it? Its meaning should not change. Okay, what you do here is 1 upon phi of d k into e raised to 0x. Is there any doubt? Is there any problem?
No.
Term is not changing, right? So e raised to 0x is 1. So you have to convert this case into e's case. It is converted. So what is that? K is constant outside. 1 upon. Now this will apply on this. And what is this? D will replace by 0. Pi of 0 and into e raised to 0x, that is 1. No need to write again. And here phi of 0, it should not be 0. And if it is 0, then what to do? K as it is. If it is 0, multiply by x and take derivative of the denominator.
Phi dash.
Yes. Getting? If it is constant, simply multiply it by e raised to 0x, as e raised to 0x is 1. It will not create any confusion if we multiply by e raised to 0x. This is the first case. Now, subcase 2. Subcase 2. That is if your function is a raised to x. A, base is a raised to x. But here our case is e raised to x. So how can we convert it into e raised to something? As we know, e raised to, we can solve e raised to something x, e raised to ax. Okay, means how will be your terms, like your terms will be 2 raised to x, 2 raised to minus x, 3 raised to x, like this. If terms are this, then can anyone tell me how to convert a raised to x into e raised to something? Okay, this is base change. So whatever is here at base can be at the base by writing e raised to log a. What is this term, e raised to log a? E raised to log get cancelled and that a will come to the base. So a can be written as e raised to log a and that raised to x as it is. Getting? A, that base can be written as e raised to log a. This a is same as, this base can be written as e raised to log a and that power x is as it is. That is what? E raised to, these two are multiple to each other. So e raised to log a into x. Correct? Converted? E raised to something x. It is converted into each case now. So remember always, whenever there is a raised to x, we'll write e raised to log a x. Now what is the case says? The case says yp is 1 upon phi d into f of x. F of x is a raised to x. That is 1 upon phi d into a raised to x is nothing but e raised to log a x. Now this is E's case. Can you tell me now what it will be in your answer? As we have seen, whatever is the power of E, you have to substitute in the place of D. So what will be the substitution here for D?
And phi of
Phi of, yes.
log a.
Very good. Whatever is the power of E, here E's power is log A. So D is replaced by log A. And E raised to log AX as it is. Okay. What we are doing here is, this we have to substitute, E's power we have to substitute and this term is as it is. But this term is nothing but this term. So we can again write A raised to X if you want. A raised to log AX. And again that denominator phi of log A, this should not be equal to 0. Right, and if it is 0, we know now what to do. If it is 0, multiply by x, take derivative in the denominator. Okay, so this is the second case, subcase of first case. Next, subcase 3. If f of x is a raised to minus x. Now can you tell me how to write a raised to minus x in E? A is the base, so we can write e raised to log a and raised to minus x as it is, right? But our meaning should not get changed, so that minus sign, these two are multiples, so minus sign I can give to here. So e raised to minus log a x, that is a raised to minus x can be written as e raised to minus log a into x. Okay, therefore yp is 1 upon phi d a raised to minus x, that is 1 upon phi d a raised to minus x, will write e raised to minus log a x and the answer will be 1 upon phi of minus log a into e raised to minus log a x, that is nothing but a raised to minus x. And again the condition that phi of minus log a, it should not be equal to 0. If 0, we know what to do. Okay, and the last subcase is if your f of x is hyperbolic function like cos hyperbolic ax or sin hyperbolic ax. I think you are able to tell me this. If function is hyperbolic, how can we convert it into e? These are standard formulae. Whenever we see cos hyperbolic or sin hyperbolic, yes, can you tell me formula? Cos hyperbolic ax e raised to ax plus e raised to minus x upon 2, automatically converted into e. Second, sin hyperbolic formula e raised to ax minus e raised to minus ax upon 2. Right? These two functions will separate the denominator for both and we'll solve them separately. These are the cases we have to consider in first case. That is, first case considered e raised to function, basically e raised to. In that we can cover constant functions. If it is constant only, multiply by e raised to 0x and solve. Second, if it is a raised to x, write it as e raised to log ax. Again it is converted into e's case. Okay, and solve it. If it is a raised to minus x, again it converted to e raised to minus log ax, converted to e's function, and we can solve. And last case is cos hyperbolic, sin hyperbolic. We have directly formulae for them. Okay, so now we must take a example on this. So solve simultaneously, solve with me. Solve d minus 2 square y is equal to e raised to 2x plus 2 raised to minus x. Now this will or this can be in a combination of cases. This is first case. Okay, this is also the first case. There is plus minus and we can solve. Combination by separating we can solve. Okay, then we'll start with the solution. So consider this is of the type phi dy is f of x. This is your f of x. So consider the auxiliary equation d minus 2 square is equal to 0. That is d minus 2 square. So d minus 2 is twice. That is d is 2 comma 2. That is real and repeated. So yc is c1 plus c2 repeated twice. So c1 plus c2x into e raised to 2x. Next we'll go to yp. Yp is 1 upon d minus 2 square e raised to 2x plus 2 raised to minus x function. Whole function I have written. So as there is plus or if there is minus and it is operating upon d is operating as a integration, so in integration plus minus gets separated. But remember, if there is a multiplication or division, we cannot separate with multiplication division, just we can separate with addition subtraction. So here we can separate d minus 2 square e raised to 2x plus d minus 2 square 2 raised to minus x. How can we write 2 raised to minus x? Come on, tell me how to write 2 raised to minus x. This is like this. A raised to minus x. A is now 2. So a raised to minus x is e raised to minus log a x. So 2 raised to minus x can be written as e raised to minus log 2 x. Okay. So the case now. E's case. Everything is converted into e. What is e's case says? The power of e, here it is 2. You have to substitute in the place of d. So we get 1 upon d is 2 minus 2. That is 0. Here it is case of failure. We'll see in the next case or next step. Next is, here is also e raised to something. That something we have to put in the place of t. So minus log 2 minus 2 bracket square e raised to minus log 2x is nothing but 2 raised to minus x. And you need not to find it. Just stop here. This is your final answer. You need not to find log 2 value and you need not to substitute. Let it be. This is your answer. Now, for this is 2 minus 2 0. Case of failure. So what we do? We have to multiply by x and we have to take the derivative of the denominator. That is 2 into d minus 2 into derivative of d minus 2, that is 1 0 into 1 into e raised to 2x plus, this is as it is, this is already finished, so need not to do anything. Continue, 2 raised to minus x. Okay, again, as there is 5d now, substitute 2 in this. So if we substitute 2 minus 2 is 0. So again it will be the case of failure. So we need one more x now, x square upon next derivative of this 2d 2 4 0. So x square by 2 e raised to 2x plus square into 2 raised to minus x and finish. This is your yp. Therefore the general solution is combine them together and this is the final solution. Any doubt in this? Just ask now. Anyone has any doubt? Please ask it. Okay, so we'll go to the next question. Solve d square minus d minus 6y is equal to e raised to x into cos hyperbolic 2x. Can we see and just tell me which case? What is the function and which case is this? Chalo, come on, solve this. At least tell me the roots. What are the roots? I'm waiting for your answer.
Three minus.
Yes?
Roots are 3 and minus 2.
3 and minus 2. Okay. Correct, everyone? I hope you are solving auxiliary equation d square minus d minus 6 is 0. Use your calculator. Go into the mode equation. Degree is 2. A is 1. B is minus 1. And C is minus 6. So 3 and minus 2. Very good. So D is 3 minus 2. Therefore, YC is C1 e raised to 3x plus C2 e raised to minus 2x. Okay, now YP 1 upon D square minus D minus 6 e raised to x into cos hyperbolic 2x. Okay, as E is there, we can easily solve, but as cos hyperbolic is there, if we go ahead and if we see all the cases, there will be a case related to this, but right now we don't know anything like this. So what we know, we'll do that. So what do we know is the formula. So we'll try to substitute the formula here. E raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x
Plus
upon 2.
x upon 2.
Very good. So what is this? If we multiply these two terms, we have to multiply this and we have to multiply this. Upon 2 will be common, so that upon 2 I'll take outside of whole. So it will be 1 upon d square minus d minus 6 into this into this e raised to x into e raised to 2x. Okay, let me write this e raised to 2x plus this into this e raised to x into e raised to minus 2x. That is 1 upon 2 1 upon d square minus d minus 6 e raised to 3x plus e raised to minus x. Now what? Now there is addition in between. As there is multiplication, I told you we cannot separate with multiplication. This into this into this into this. This is not possible. So if there is addition, separate it. So it is 1 upon d square minus d minus 6 e raised to 3x plus 1 upon d square minus d minus 6 e raised to minus x. Now they both are easily each case. So here d is replaced by 3. 3 square minus 3 minus 6 e raised to 3x plus here minus 1. So minus 1 square minus minus 1 minus 6 e raised to minus x. So solving we get 9 minus 3, 6 minus 6, 0. It is 0. So we have to multiply by x and we have to take the derivative. What is the derivative? What is derivative here?
2d minus.
Yes, 2d minus 1 and derivative 6 is 0 e raised to 3x plus what about this? Is it 0? 1 plus 1 2 2 minus 6 minus 4. It is non-zero. Okay, that is 1 upon 2 x upon. Now again there is phi d function of d. So we have to apply each case. That is d is now 3 again. So 2 into 3 minus 1 into e raised to 3x. That plus minus get absorbed minus 1 by 4 e raised to minus x. So your final answer can be x upon 6 minus 1 5u e raised to 3x minus 1 upon 4 e raised to minus x is your yp. Or simply we can multiply by that 2 inside x by 10 e raised to 3x minus e raised to minus x by 8. Okay, therefore the general solution is, you must write this final, y is c1 e raised to 3x c2 e raised to minus 2x plus yp x by 10 e raised to 3x minus e raised to minus x upon 8. The answer. So next question, solve this. Solve. Okay, try to solve it. First of all, there is d by dx term. So for that, yes, yes, sorry. Please say it again. I didn't hear you. Please say. First of all, you have to write that d by dx as capital D. Okay, do that first. As here capital D we cannot see, so put d by dx is capital D. Okay, so we get d square plus 2ad plus a square plus b square y is equal to e raised to mx. That is phi d y is equal to e raised to mx. Where This is your phi d, and such thing we cannot calculate on calculator. So how to calculate it? How should we find the roots?
Formula method.
Yes. So comparing with the formula AD square plus BD plus C. So A is here 1, B is 2A, and C is A square plus B square. And we have a formula minus B plus minus root B square minus 4AC upon 2A. Right? That is D is equal to minus 2A plus minus root 2A square, that is 4A square, minus 4AC, 4A square plus B square, upon 2A, A is 1. That is equal to minus 2A plus minus square root 4A square minus 4A square minus 4B square. These two cancel upon 2. So D is minus 2A plus minus square root minus 4B square upon 2. That is D is equal to minus 2A plus minus that square root term I can write square root 4 square root minus 1 and square root B square, okay, upon 2. So D is equal to minus 2A plus minus square root 4 2 square root minus 1 I square root B square B upon 2. So here 2 we can take common from numerator, so we get minus A plus minus BI. 2 is out upon 2. 2 to get cancelled. So what we get here, D is minus A plus minus BI is the root of the given equation. So can you tell me YC? What will be its YC? This is imaginary root of the type alpha plus minus I beta. So how do we write the solution in case of alpha plus minus I beta? E raised to alpha x into C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x. So here it is e raised to minus ax into C1 cos bx plus C2 sin bx. Done. This is your YC. Next, we should solve YP. So YP is 1 upon phi d. What is our phi d? D square plus 2AD plus A square plus B square into f of x. What are f of x? E raised to mx into e raised to mx. That is equal to, that is E's case. What the E's case says? Wherever is d in the denominator, replace it by m in this case. So we are replacing d by m. So m square plus 2am plus a square plus b square into e raised to mx. Done. Or if we want, we can write one more step from the first three terms. M square plus 2am plus a square. This is nothing but m plus a bracket square. If you want, you can write. Otherwise, you can stop here. This is your YP. Therefore, the general solution is y is YC. Here it is. E raised to minus ax C1 cos bx plus C2 sin bx plus 1 upon m plus a square plus b square into e raised to mx. This is the solution. Any doubt in this? Okay, this is the question. Write down the question. D square plus 4d plus 5y is minus 2 cos hyperbolic x. I think we have less time for 40-minute time limit of Zoom. So I think we'll get out of the Zoom in some time. So I request you all to come back, join back if it cuts. Till then you solve this. First of all, write its auxiliary equation d square plus 4d plus 5 equal to 0. So what are d? Tell me the values of d. 1, 4 and 5. So x1 is here minus 2 but there is ri. So d is minus 2 shift equal plus 1i. And next will be minus, of course. So x2 is minus 2 and if we'll find shift equal, it is minus I. Okay, so your roots are minus 2 plus minus I, 1i. So yc is e raised to minus 2x into c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Okay, then we'll go to yp. Yp is 1 upon d square plus 4d plus 5 into minus 2 cos hyperbolic x. Now, can you tell me how to solve? As yes, we have to write the formula as there is a shortcut method for e case only. We know now, right? So we have to convert it into e. So minus 2 as constant we can take out and cos hyperbolic x can be written as e raised to x plus upon 2, right? And this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Okay, so that we'll get yp is equal to minus sign out and 1 upon d square plus 4d plus 5 e raised to x plus 1 upon d square plus 4d plus 5u into e raised to minus x separated as there is addition. We can separate it. Okay. That is solving next we get minus here d is replaced by 1. So 1 upon 1 plus 4 plus 5 e raised to x plus here d is replaced by minus 1. So minus 1 square 1 plus 4 into minus 1 minus 4 plus 5 e raised to minus x. That is minus 1 upon 10 e raised to x plus 5 6 minus 4 2 1 upon 2 e raised to minus x. So here your answer will be minus e raised to x by 10 minus e raised to minus x by 2. That minus sign we have taken inside. This is your yp. Therefore, the general solution e raised to minus 2x c1 cos x plus c2 sin x minus e raised to x by 10 minus e raised to minus x by 2. Done. This can be the answer. Okay, this you are going to solve this example. I'll write here. Just try it. Solve d cube minus 2d square minus 5d plus 6y is equal to e raised to 4x plus 1. Solve it. Consider the auxiliary equation and find out the roots. So tell me the values of d. Solve and just tell me the values. A is here 1, B is minus 2, C is 5 and sorry, C is, I have to change it. A is 1, B is minus 2, C is minus 5 and D is 6. So you are getting 3 minus 2. Let's check for Ri. 3 minus 2 and 1. Is it? 3 minus 2, 1. Tell me the roots, tell me the values of D. There is no Ri for anything. So x1 is minus 2. Oh, sorry, x1 is 3. x2 is showing minus 2 and it is 1. So 3 minus 2 and 1. 1 minus 2, 3. Therefore, yc is c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x plus c3 e raised to 3x. Therefore, yp is 1 upon d cube minus 2d square minus 5d plus 6 into f of x. F of x is e raised to 4x plus 1. Okay, there will be no problem for e raised to 4x. As addition, this will get separated. But as there is only a constant, what should we do? I'll write. Till then you can tell me what should we do for 1. Into first function e raised to 4x plus 1 upon phi d into 1. So what should we do for 1? Should I go back and show you again? If there is only a constant function, there is a subcase 1. If it is simple constant, what should we do? You have to multiply it by e raised to 0x. Right. Now there is a simple constant 1. So 1 into e raised to 0x. Right. So that's what the first. You have to replace d by 4 here. Solve it and tell me the value. 1 upon, if we put 4 in the denominator, d. So what it should be? 4 cube minus 2 into 16 minus 5 into 4, 20 plus 6, 18. It is 18 and non-zero. That's what. This is the answer into e raised to 4x. You are checking, simultaneously you are checking. Plus here 1 is outside, so no doubt, and d is replaced by 0 here. So what is remain? 0, 0, 0, only 6 into e raised to 0x is 1. So this is your answer. This is your YP. Therefore, simply collect YC, YP together. Therefore, you are writing this y is equal to YC plus YP is the solution. Write down here YC, here is YP. No, not like this. This YC and this YP is the solution to your given equation. Okay, so one more I'll write here. Solve d square minus 9y is e raised to minus 3x plus e raised to 3x plus 1. Solve it. Write down the auxiliary equation. D square minus 9 is equal to 0 and tell me the roots. I'll be waiting for your answer. Tell me the roots. Okay, good, very good. So 3 and minus 3. So how can we write YC? Tell me YC also. They both are real and different. Yes. Plus C. Very good. This is your YC. Now we'll go to YP. YP is 1 upon d square minus 9 e raised to minus 3x plus e raised to 3x plus 1. That is, as all are plus, so we'll separate all of them. Plus into e raised to 3x plus 1 upon d square minus 9 into 1 that is e raised to 0x. Solve it. So we get minus 3 square. Okay, I'll write here minus 3 square minus 9 plus 1 upon 3 square minus 9 e raised to 3x plus 1 upon 0 minus 9 e raised to 0x, that is 1. That is 9 minus 9, 0. Again 9 minus 9, 0. And this is plus 1 upon minus 9. This is finished. Answer is minus 1 upon 9. But here in both the cases there is case of failure. So what to do here is multiply by x and take derivative of the denominator, that is t square derivative is 2d, 9 derivative is 0 into e raised to minus 3x plus same here case of failure, so multiplying by x and taking derivative 2d e raised to 3x, and here is no problem, so minus 1 by 9 as it is. And now as there is t, only t in the denominator, so what to do here? X by 2 and 1 by d of this, that is integration of this term. Integration is e raised to minus 3x upon minus 3 plus similar here x by 2 1 upon d integration of this e raised to 3x upon 3 minus 1 upon 9. If d in the denominator, integration. If d in the numerator, derivative. That is your answer will be minus x by 6 e raised to minus 3x plus x by 6 e raised to 3x minus 1 by 9. Therefore, the general solution is, write down both the answers, yc plus yp. And is the general solution. I hope you are understanding properly. Chalo, I want you to solve these examples. I'll write, you just note down and try to solve. First one, try it here only right now. D raised to 4 plus 1y is cos hyperbolic 4x into sin hyperbolic 4x. Second, which one you are solving? Solve the first right now. At least YC we should complete today. So d raised to 4 plus 1 y is cos hyperbolic 4x into sin hyperbolic 4x. So consider the auxiliary equation, d raised to 4 plus 1 is equal to 0. And how to find the roots? Here, as it is fourth, calculator is not useful right now. So what to do? Okay, I'm giving this to you as homework. So today you should solve this, and tomorrow I'll ask you how did you complete it. Any doubt, any question? Please ask me now. Okay, then we'll stop for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Might be tomorrow I will not having lecture. We'll see, whatever. So thank you very much for your support and kind listening. Bye bye.